Key point 1. Build your business on strategy. Crafting a strategy isn't a walk in the park. It demands dedication, deep thought, and a willingness to adapt. The business landscape in today's world is ever-changing, with new trends emerging and old ones fading away and becoming obsolete. And that's why your strategy must be flexible and ready to adapt to these shifts if you're a business owner driven by ambition and passion to succeed. A.G. Lafley and Roger L. Martin, experts in their field, share their insights and experiences to guide you on this journey. They believe that strategy is for more than just the big players in the industry. Whether running a small local shop or leading a multinational corporation, you need one. It's your compass in the vast sea of business, helping you navigate challenges and seize opportunities. Before we delve into the details, it's essential to remember 2 things. Asking the right questions in your field is vital. They'll become your tools, helping you carve out a path for business. Who are your customers? What do they desire? How can you stand out from the crowd? These are just some critical questions that will shape your strategic thinking. Strategy isn't a solo endeavor. It's a collective effort requiring input from everyone in the organization. From the CEO to the newest intern, everyone has a role to play. Lafley and Martin stress the importance of collaboration, pooling together diverse perspectives to create a robust and effective strategy. Strategy is more than just a plan. It's a mindset. As you delve deeper into this summary, you'll discover a treasure trove of insights, examples, and practical advice to help you build a perfect strategy. So let's get started. Key point 2. The power of making strategic choices. Strategy isn't just a buzzword thrown around in boardrooms. It's the backbone of every successful business. At its core, strategy is about making clear, deliberate decisions and pinpointing what actions you'll take. And just as crucially, what steps you won't take. These decisions are what carve out your unique space in the marketplace. In the business world, there needs to be more clarity about what strategy truly entails. Some perceive it merely as a vision, a lofty idea of what the future could look like. But here's the thing, a vision without a clear path forward remains just that, a vision. Others equate strategy with a detailed action plan. But a plan, no matter how detailed, without a unique value proposition is merely a list of tasks. And then there's a group that feels that rapid changes in today's world render long-term strategy obsolete. But without a forward-facing approach, you're merely reacting to changes, not proactively leading. So if these aren't the essence of strategy, then what is? It is about making specific, intentional choices that position you distinctively in your industry. This positioning gives you a sustainable edge, ensuring you offer more value than your competitors. Don't attempt to be everything to everyone. Zero in on what you excel at. Making these pivotal choices requires dedication. It demands setting aside immediate tasks, even if they seem pressing. Leaders, especially those in charge of a company or an organization, can sometimes get bogged down in daily operations, losing sight of the overarching strategy. That's when having a strategic map becomes an essential business need. To further clarify the idea, consider success as a series of 5 pivotal questions. 1. What's your goal or aspiration? 2. In which areas will you concentrate your efforts? 3. How do you plan to achieve success in those areas? 4. What specific skills and resources are essential for your journey? And 5. What systems and processes will back your strategic efforts? These questions serve as your strategic compass, guiding you toward your goals. But answering them is just the beginning. You need a structured framework to guide your thought process and harness their power truly. Let's proceed and learn more. Key point 3. Everyone sets out to win. Every company has a purpose or mission. For instance, Starbucks aims to inspire and nurture the human spirit with every cup of coffee. Nike wants to inspire every athlete globally, emphasizing that you're an athlete if you have a body. McDonald's wants to be the favorite and happiest place for its customers. These are all grand visions, but they're not the end. A vision isn't a strategy, it's a starting point. So what does it mean for a business to win? It's more than just having an impressive sounding mission. Winning is about defining the purpose of your business in clear and strategic terms. It's about understanding what success looks like for your organization. This understanding then sets the stage for all your strategic decisions. While there are many ways to express a company's overarching aspiration, focusing on people is essential, not just profits. Think about the customers and put them first. Renowned business thinker Peter Drucker once said an organization's primary purpose is creating a customer. This idea remains true today. Successful companies like Starbucks, Nike, and McDonald's center their missions around their customers, not just their stock prices. Forge ahead by answering this critical question. What is your winning aspiration? This question defines your enterprise's purpose in strategic terms. It paints a picture of what success looks like for your organization specifically. Winning requires understanding your purpose and customers and making choices that align with this knowledge. Understand that aspirations are about more than just lofty goals. They need to be grounded in reality and tied to strategic actions. You need more than just saying you want to inspire the world. Defining the goal practically and outlining the steps to get you there is crucial. Next, remember that your aspiration should reflect your company's unique strengths and capabilities. It's not about mimicking what others are doing, but about carving out your path based on what you're best at. Finally, constantly strive to understand customer needs, desires, and pain points. Then craft your strategy to address these, ensuring you consistently deliver value. Key point 4. Choose your business playground. Every business, whether a small shop or a big company, has to answer a simple yet essential question. Where should you set up your physical or virtual shop? It's not just about picking a spot on the map or deciding on a product to sell. It's about figuring out where you can truly shine and stand out from the crowd. So how do you decide? Like a sports game strategy, it's a step-by-step process. 1. Survey the field. Look at all the available options. It means browsing the different places you could sell, diverse groups of people you could sell to, and different products you could offer. What you don't do is also a choice you have to make daily. 2. Decide where not to play. This decision is as crucial as selecting where to participate. By stating, "I won't play here," you can channel your full energy into the games you're already involved in. It's like a soccer player opting out of playing basketball, which allows them to dedicate their full time and effort to soccer. 3. Know your players. This means understanding 3 main things. Your customers. Who are they? What do they like? What do they need? The better you know them, the better you can serve them. Your competitors. Who else is playing the game and what are they doing? Knowing this can help you play smarter. Your team. This is you and anyone who works with you. Know what each of you is good at and use those strengths. 4. Avoid common mistakes. There are some traps many businesses fall into. One is trying to be everywhere at once. Another is jumping into a market without really understanding it. And always remember that the world changes. The perfect game for you today might be different tomorrow, so be ready to adapt. The heart of strategy is the answer to 2 fundamental questions. Where will you play, and how will you win there? A.G. Lafley and Roger Martin. And 5. Practice and learn. Give it your all once you've picked your game, but also remember to learn as you go. Every game or market will have its challenges. Customers may change their minds about what they want, or a new competitor may appear. The key is to keep learning and adapting. Key point 5. Master the art of winning. What does success mean? It's more than having the most sales or being known by everyone. True success is about being the best in your chosen field. And to achieve that, you need a clear strategy. Your strategy should answer 2 big questions. Where will you compete? And how will you win there? The first question is about choosing your game. The second is about playing it better than anyone else. We've previously talked about the first. Now let's see how to play the best game. True business success is about being unique and making a real difference in people's lives. Winning in business can happen in 2 main ways. 1. You offer something unique that no one else has. This could be a new product, a better service, or an unforgettable experience. And 2. You offer the same thing as others but at a better price. This means you're giving customers more value for their money. But you need more than a unique product at a low price to thrive. You need to understand your customers well. What do they need? What do they like? What problems are they trying to solve? When you know your customers, you can serve them better. Of course, when you serve them better, they'll choose you over your competitors. There are only 2 ways to win: higher margin through lower cost or higher margin through differentiation. A.G. Lafley and Roger Martin. One big trap you should avoid is blindly copying what others are doing. If you're just like everyone else, why should customers choose you? And as we've already mentioned, the business landscape is constantly changing. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. So always be ready to learn and adapt. How can you use all this information to build your winning strategy? Start with some deep thinking. Ask yourself, what are we good at? What do our customers value most? How can we uniquely deliver that value? Once you have clear answers, you can start building your strategy. As you progress, ensure your business decisions help you move forward and not vice versa. Did you know? According to McKinsey, a global management consulting firm, companies that make decisions based on a clear strategy are 2.5 times more likely to have high financial performance. Key point 6. Succeeding beyond all odds. When it comes to strategy, there's no such thing as a guaranteed win. Instead, the goal is to increase your chances of success, or in other words, to shorten your odds. In well-structured organizations, a traditional strategy involves seeking the one right answer, building strong arguments for it, and then selling it to the rest of the organization. It often starts with a deep dive into data, either by an internal team or external consultants. From this data, a few plausible strategic options usually emerge. However, there's often an underlying pressure to be practical, which can stifle creativity. The focus tends to be on ensuring that all options are actionable, which might limit the exploration of unexpected or innovative strategies. But there's a different approach: reverse engineering. Instead of starting with data and trying to derive a strategy, this method begins with identifying several potential strategic options. For each option, you then work backward, asking, what would have to be true for this to be the best choice? This process helps identify the conditions under which each strategy would be successful. By understanding these conditions, teams can then design tests to see if these conditions hold in reality. For instance, when considering the relaunch of the Olay skincare brand, the team identified several strategic possibilities. By reverse engineering each option, they could pinpoint the conditions needed for each strategy to succeed. This approach allowed them to assess the viability of each choice more effectively. While strategy is about making informed choices to enhance the chances of success, it's essential to be aware of common pitfalls that can derail these efforts. Here are some common traps to be wary of. The do-it-all approach. This involves trying to prioritize everything, leading to a lack of focus. It's crucial to remember that strategy is about making choices. The Waterloo mistake. Engaging in battles on multiple fronts with various competitors can spread resources thin. It's impossible to excel at everything simultaneously. If you're small in the market, don't spend resources fighting the big players. Spot loopholes and tackle them. The one-size-fits-all strategy. Trying to cater to every customer, channel, or geographic segment at once can dilute the value proposition. It's more effective to target specific segments where value can be maximized. Conclusion. In business, strategy stands as the beacon guiding us toward success. It's not just a lofty vision or a detailed to-do list. It's our deliberate choices, carving out our unique space in the marketplace. Let's quickly recap the lessons you've learned so far. The first thing is to remember that a vision without action remains a dream, and a plan without a unique value proposition is just a task list. In this fast-paced world, reacting to changes is tempting, but a forward-facing strategy ensures you lead proactively. So, what's at the heart of strategy? The courage to make intentional decisions that give you an edge over competitors and focus on what you truly excel at. Every business starts with a mission and a purpose, but as we discussed, winning goes beyond having a grand vision. It requires understanding your purpose in clear strategic terms and aligning it with your customers' needs. It's not about mimicking others, but carving your path based on your strengths. Once you've chosen your game, mastering it is the next step. True success isn't about being the biggest, but being unique and making a genuine difference. Avoid the trap of imitation and always be ready to adapt to the ever-changing business landscape. Try this. Talk to your customers to understand their likes and dislikes. Check out your competition to figure out what similar businesses are doing. Can you do something better? Revisit your strategy every few months and make necessary changes. Always be open to learning, whether it's through books, workshops, or courses. Keep updating your knowledge.